The 30th of April, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura, Shavuos.
Okay.
My son-in-law is coming over. He wants me to help him with something, so I'm going to be listening as much as I can.
Okay. All right. We're in the middle of the Mishnah Brewers here. Um, Sif Kutney. Hey, Ramir, if you'd like to begin reading. This the Machaber said, person's obligated to count for himself. It's an individual personal counting.
Oh, now that's very interesting.
In what way?
No, because when they count in shul, the shliach tzibur counts, and then everyone individually counts.
Right. Yeah,
So,
this is right. This is something which really lichatchila, you're not supposed to rely on somebody else for you to do the mitzvah for you. This is something which
uh-huh.
you're supposed to do yourself.
Okay, so this is least poorly atzmo. Okay, hold on. To count for himself. Okay, good. Diktiv usfartem lachem, because it's written that you should count for yourself.
Right. This is
Mash,
derived from the pasuk. The pasuk which describes the mitzvah is Lashon lechem.
right. Two. Okay. Mashmash mitzvah chal al kol yechid v'yechid. Okay, so therefore the Mishnah is chal. Is that what required? Mitzvah is for each, I guess, yachid v'yachid, each and every one.
Right. Everyone stands alone, individual in this mitzvah. It's just like you have to put on your own tefillin. You have to say your own Kriya Shema. It's not a mitzvah which you can share and have other people join you in that mitzvah that they fulfill with it.
Okay. Let's see. V'mashmasha mitzvah chov v'chov. Okay. V'hinei mashma mizeh d'sefira eino kimo b'sha'ar mitzvot. Okay. So and here we see that this from this sefira there's no other commandment like it.
Yeah, this
Hataloy
is
b'amirah. That depends on one's saying, I guess.
good.
So there's no other mitzvah like this one. Huh?
Right, this
Wow.
is completely unique. Svartem lechem. You should count for yourself.
Okay, wow.
What do you mean? What's about?
Um, aren't there are other mitzvahs like that too, aren't there? I mean, for example, um, keeping Shabbat or even keeping Pesach, the Yom Tovim. Uh, I mean, no one else can do that for you. He brings maybe he's bringing some examples too. Linyan kiddush v'havdalah v'kyotzei vazeh. Similar to kiddush and havdalah, and similar items. Okay, the im shama l'chaveiro v'nitkavein latzeit yotzei vazeh mishum deshomeya ke'oneh. Okay, that if he hears his friend and intends to be Yotze, um, oh, he can't be Yotze because he hears and answers. Oh, so that's for Kiddush and Havdalah. Okay.
Right. Right.
V'hacha gilta haTorah delo yatsa kol kama delo saper or safar. I can't read that, but etzmo. Okay, and here the Torah reveals that you can't be Yotze. What kukama for some that don't count but for themselves. Okay. Aval yesh me'achronim shekatvu, but the achronim write the kavanat Torah hurach delo nema de mitzvah zo beit din levad kaye. So let's see. Okay, the Achronim write that the intention of the Torah is only the lo nema, the mitzvah, not to say this mitzvah. So, okay, Beit Din levad kaye, but the Beit Din alone can fulfill it, I guess. Abba kaye, kemo b'shmitin yovelet dichtiv sham v'safarta lecha. Like Shmitin is Shemitah, and like Yovel, the Yovels, as it's written there, V'safarta lecha, and you shall count for yourself. Elakaye atzibor, but in the tzibor, the congregation, aval be'emet im shama mechavero shesafar v'hikayem letzeit. Okay, but here it's saying, but indeed, if he hears from his fellow that he counted, and his intention was to be Yotze, v'gam chavero kevan lehotzio yatsa, and also his friend's intention was to make him Yotze, kemo shebechol makom dekaima lan shomea me'one. That in all places he fulfills for him by listening and answering. The chozeh basvira, and the chozeh basvira, and all of this with the svira, aval bibracha shemivarchin al hasvira. Well, with the svira, with the bracha, that they can bless it on the svira. Oh, so that, that's, I wonder if that's a good question, though. Um, in shul, when they count the sphira, uh, some people say amen to the bracha of what the Shliach Tzibor is saying. So does that mean that those individuals are accepting the sphira of the Shliach Tzibor?
The Shliach Tzibor should imagine himself as if he's the Kohen Gadol, and on Yom Kippur there are different orders done at different times. And you have to change out of your clothes and go to the mikveh.
Oh, uh-huh. Okay.
Didn't we read uh yesterday or the day before that this is one of the few mitzvahs that you cannot be shmei k'ona?
Right,
Yeah.
that's what we're talking about here. Mr. Bruce introducing this idea that in its likkutchila aspects, the mitzvah is supposed to be done each individual by himself. But so there's a question as to what that illuminates another person in a time when he cannot make the bracha himself. Question is, can someone else be motzi him, like for the tzliak tzibor? Very common. Tzliak tzibor has gone to motzi him, so we hear him do.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
here, if
Yeah.
a person gets into trouble, right, and he's masupik, he's in doubt as to whether or not he counted or not. Um, so he has no choice. Um, but he needs to have kavanah that the person who's doing it is counting for him, and he, the person who's doing the counting, is counting for the other person. Right.
Okay. So the Kuleyam Afshar Seit Al Yidei Chavero Afilu Ubaki. Oh, so even less, it's possible to uh, fulfill the mitzvah with his by his friend, even if he's an expert, a bucky. Ukimo bechol habracha, and similar with all other brachot. Oh, habrachot, all other brachas. Mihu minhag bechol Yisrael shekol echad mivarech v'sofer liatzmo. Okay, so it's a tradition in with all the Jews, all Israel, that each one says the blessing and counts for himself. Ve'ein somchim al hashliach tzibor, and he should not depend on the shliach tzibor.
You have a minute. Take a look at the shard scene and sit cutting hay over here. Bottom of the page.
Hold it. Okay. Sif cutting hay. There's that. Oh,
Ayin shari tshuva. Makom makom.
Mikom. Okay, Mikom Makom Pashut. De'im yesh lo safek be'ezo inyan. So nevertheless, it's simple if he is in doubt, I guess, about this matter. Tzarich lispor b'li bracha. Oh, okay, so he's required to count without a bracha. Okay.
Right. Since he's in doubt if he counted or not. So
Mhm.
because of Suffolk brachas lahakel, he can't make the bracha.
Right, but he can count that night, the day, whatever the day is, and then continue the following, days.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So b'li bracha. Okay. Im yachol lishmo habracha mipi acherim v'yachsho b'dato latzeit shehabracha im hu mechuyav b'davar. Okay. So let's see. And if he thinks he's yotze with the bracha, imhu mechuyav, he's obligated with this thing, okay, with this matter. Bivadai nachon la'asokein, and certainly this is the correct thing to do. Okay, so that was hay.
Very good. That's a short scene. So that tells you, that clarifies about the difference between the actual counting and the bracha.
Uh-huh. Okay, so even if you're in doubt about if you said the bracha or not, you could still say what day it is, and then continue on the next nights. Okay. And we go on, it says, let's see, Katvu achronim b'sfira mutar b'chol lashon. Oh, it's the achronim write that the sphira is permitted in any language. Uvilvad sheyavino to halashon, but only if he understands that particular language. V'im eino mevin, and if he doesn't understand it, afilu siper b'lashon kodesh eino yotze. Oh, and even if he counts in Hebrew, wow, he's not yotze. Okay, the kevan de lo yada Micah Amar ein ze sfira. That since he does not know what he said, he has not counted the Omer, the sfira. So that means that if he doesn't know Lashon HaKodesh, even then he can't even say the blessing in
Right,
Hebrew.
because counting, by definition, counting has to be done in a way that you understand what you're doing.
Uh-huh. Okay,
Okay.
that makes sense.
Right. If you don't know what to count, if you don't know what five is, you don't know if it's 5 or 10 or 20. You don't know. It can't count. Okay. Um,
Okay, so the next one is for Tzariklis Pur Mumad. You have to count standing.
Ending up.
Yeah, standing up. Wow. Okay, let's see. So V'tzarich la'amod misha'a shematchil habracha. Okay, so one's required to stand from the time he begins the bracha. V'yavor afilu im siper miyushav yatsa. But then it says even if he counts sitting, he's still yotze.
Right. You're supposed to stand, but if you sat and did it, it's okay anyway.
Wow. Huh. Okay, and then let's see, v'sofer hayamim v'hashavuot, and he counts the days and the weeks. Diktiv tisperu chamishim yom. It's written that you should count 50 days. Ukativ shiva shavuot tispar lach. Oh, and it's also written that 7 weeks you will count for yourself. V'im siper yamim l'chud v'lo hiskir shavuot. And if he counts only the days alone and does not remember the weeks, yesh omrim, some say, she yatsa b'diavad, that he's nonetheless yotze. V'yesh omrim shetzarich lachzor v'lispor yamim v'shavuot kedin. And others say that he's required to repeat counting the days and the weeks as the law states. V'alchein below bracha. But if he repeats it, the counting, but without the bracha. Okay, v'im shakach lachzor lispor, and if he forgot to go back and count, monet she'ar yamim bivracha, he can count the rest of the days with a bracha. V'imana shavuot v'lo yamin kigon she'amar b'yom hashvi'i hayom shavua echad. And if he counts the weeks and not the days, the example that he says on the seventh day, that hayom shavua echad, that it's 1 week. Below he's kir yamim klal, and he doesn't mention the days at all. L'kulei alma lo yatsa, but so generally he's not yotze. Wow. So if you just on the seventh day, if you just say that it's 1 week, then he's not yotze.
Right.
And the
It's treat it as if it's like 2 mitzvahs, one to count days,
Wow.
one to count weeks.
okay, well, you're right, because there were 2 pesukim in the Torah about that. Okay, I guess we'll have to continue tomorrow with Chet.
Okay.
Correct, Mayor.
Bertia,
you,
Lou.
Lou.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lou.
Thank you,
Okay,
Rabbi.
we'll continue. Mitzvah Shem, hope to see you both tomorrow. Have a good afternoon.
Okay, thank you.
Mitzvah